WTIM. You're listening to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and joining us in this next interview is the Executive Director of the Christian County YMCA, Bruce Blanchett. Bruce, thanks for coming in this morning.
Hey, no problem, Reed. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's good to have you in as always, and I know you folks are, you've got a lot of things going on right now, including the sustaining drive. It sounds like it's starting up right about now, is it?
So we started on April 13th, and we'll go till the end of May. And we had a mailing that went out that shortly before the 13th, and we'll follow up the last couple of weeks in May. We'll get some volunteers, and we'll make some phone calls, and we'll try to reach our goal by the end of May. So we had a couple restaurants who did a dine to donate. I'm going to try to line up another one here in the next 3 weeks, and then hopefully by the end of May we'll reach our goal.
Okay, so you talked about volunteers. Are these like people from the Y, or are you looking for others?
So they're community leaders, many key stakeholders out in the community. Some, I guess some are members. We do periodically ask some staff to help as well. But we try to get as many volunteers as possible, because our goal is, with our scholarship program, is to offer financial assistance to anyone who qualifies, and, try to help them with a membership, with youth program participation, with adult program, with active older adult. So we're there to serve everybody. And last year, I think, to speak to that, we served over 210 people and gave away about $36,000. And that number's been slowly increasing, but it has been increasing each year for the last 5 years. And our goal is to continue to provide service and continue to outreach and reach more and more people, because we know there's folks out there who need the assistance.
That's right, and it seems like the sustaining drive is a big part of that. So you said you're looking to arrange more of these dine to donate events in the next 3 weeks or so.
Yep.
For folks who are maybe interested in going out to these places and contributing and helping out, how can they find out about where it'll happen?
Yeah, great, Reed. What we do is we post on our Facebook. We'll post inside the building, on social media and other social media spots that, hey, we'll be at this restaurant on this day. They generally give 10% of their proceeds to the Y. And we've been very fortunate, because we had, 2 area businesses, Bella Roma out of Edinburgh and Pizza Man in Pana, who've helped so far. So, it's just, and trying to get some businesses involved that aren't necessarily in Taylorville, just trying to do some outreach in Christian County as well. I think that's important.
Yeah, and I remember you were talking about that the last time you were on. Sounds like you've gone northwest, you've gone southeast. What about the other 2 directions? You're working on that?
Yep, we will be. Yes. So and hopefully we'll have maybe a restaurant in Taylorville as well. So
okay.
Yep. Kind of be looking for the social media posts on Facebook and Instagram and inside our building. If you're a Y member, you'll see it soon.
Sweet. So you've got the dine to donate. Anything else you want to share about that or the sustaining drive before we move on?
No, I think that's it. If anyone out there did receive a letter, we appreciate any and all contributions. And if you didn't, if you're listening today and you would like to support the YMCA, you're more than welcome to. And we would appreciate your assistance.
All right. So plenty of ways to support the sustaining drive there. Now you had you have the golf outing coming up in June. Anything new to share about that?
Just to share, Friday, June 12th at Lakeshore Golf Course, the YMCA will be hosting its 20th annual chip in for our community golf outing, where the proceeds are used to help those that are less fortunate, to help sustain our budget, and to help those who need financial assistance. So last couple of years, we had 22 to 23 teams. Hopefully we can get that, if not more. It's a nice day for golfers. They get a free lunch. Lunch is provided. We do a shotgun start at 12:30. Afterwards, there's a dinner provided. So, it's great. We have a great partnership with many sponsors and key donors who help provide, a lot of the necessary lunch items, for the YMCA to host our tournament. And so it really is exciting, and it's nice to say that there are that many folks out there in our community that support, the why, that, this is a way in which they can, every year there's folks out there that they might not be able to be a member. They might not, might be too busy to help with a sustaining drive or something, but they get the opportunity. They'll try to play in our golf outing. So that's great.
No, that is, and I think it also speaks to the enjoyment of golf in the area, clearly.
For sure.
In that as well. So no, that's great for you folks that you get the support there. And hey, if you go out there, sounds like you get 2 meals out of the experience and plenty of golf. So what's not to like about that if you're into golf? Anything else to share about the golf outing before we move on?
Yeah, we always have longest putt, closest to the pin, longest drive. Those items that we usually do, like a betting hole where generally you try to hit off the tee and hit inside a 15-foot or 20-foot oval, around the green, around the hole. And that's always fun and exciting. So it gives a lot of the golfers some fun things to do along the way that day.
All right. So some other little contests happening there at the golf outing in June. Before we got on, there was something you had told me that you would wanted to share. It sounds like you folks are doing some lifeguard certifications, and that's led to some closures. What did you want to share about that?
I just wanted to let our members know that the last, anywhere from the last 5 to 10 years, and maybe even longer, just every aquatic agency, every facility or organization that offers aquatics has faced a big shortcoming in lifeguards. And we recently have a lifeguard trainer who is not from Taylorville, who comes to help offer lifeguard certification for us. And the nice thing is we're able to get 9 kids and or adults certified to help work at our facility. And one of those people is very interested in getting her trainer here in the future. So, I just want to let our members know we apologize for any inconvenience. That's never our intention. Unfortunately, when you have a trainer who comes out of town, generally many times the only time they're available or free is like on a weekend. So we have to do it one more week, Reed, next Saturday. And after that, we'll have several more guards, and hopefully one of our guards will hopefully soon get them certified as a trainer to teach lifeguard certification at the Y. So then we can offer those evening classes and try to do that at the time that's least, convenient for us and better for our members.
And yeah, it sounds like if folks have to travel in from another city, that's at least a half hour, and then that would be a kind of a late night for them, certainly on a weeknight. So I'm glad I gave you the opportunity to talk about that. Bruce Blanchard, Executive Director of the Christian County YMCA. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some other things they've got going on at the Y right here on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn steady, beans double-digit higher, wheat steady. May corn down half a penny, 4.67 3/4. July corn down half a penny, 4.79 3/4. December new crop 4.99 1/4, up half a penny. May beans up 16 3/4, 12.04 1/2. July beans up 18, 12, 21 1/4. And November new crop 11.96 3/4, up 14. May Chicago wheat unchanged 6.24 1/2. May KC wheat 6.78 1/2. down 4. Maybean meal, $3.23.80, up $3. Maybean oil, $76.89, up 24 cents. Livestock market, May feeders, $370.80, down 60 cents. June live cattle down 40 cents, $252.60. May lean hogs, $92.52, down 30 cents. Energy market, July Brent crude oil up $1.84, 110.01.
Hey you, it's Amanda McKay, the Director of Human Resources at Kimmer Village. Kimmer Village is hiring for residential techs now. We offer competitive pay, full benefits, paid time off, tuition assistance, and a retirement plan that invests in you. Here you're not just clocking in, you're building a future for yourself, your family, and mentoring the youth we serve. Apply today at kimmervillage.org.
Whether your door leads to the farm, field, or shop, you can follow breaking ag news, markets, and weather updates 24 hours a day. It's now easier than ever. Enjoy our trusted news and information. Listen to the RFD Radio Network, the Taking Stock podcast, and check out county events, auctions, and more. And sign up for the daily update to receive top headlines delivered to your inbox 5 days a week. Go to farmweeknow.com. All ag, all Illinois, all you need.
Nicole Patrick here, your local country financial representative at 1305 West Bresser in Taylorville. I'm proud to recognize the Lady Tornado student athletes that represent our community by being the exclusive sponsor of the ilsportswire.com Taylorville Lady Tornadoes Player of the Game this school year. At the end of each game, a Lady Tornado will be selected to receive a certificate for being named our Player of the Game, and they'll be featured in a highlighted reel on the ilsportswire.com social media platforms. Best of luck to all the girls' teams this season, and go Lady Tornadoes!
With over 8 hours a day of agriculture programming weekdays and 2 hours on Saturdays, WTIM AM, FM, and online is your ag information station. Listen by tuning in on air or online, and listen to WTIM Ag podcasts anytime.
Spring brings brighter days and more time to enjoy them. Your home should too. At Hickory Point Garden Homes in Forsyth, enjoy one-story living and walking paths right outside your door. Spend less time on upkeep and more time enjoying spring. Learn more by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
WTIM.
And we're back on the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. The show is sponsored by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Reed Kamai, and I continue my conversation with Bruce Blanchard, Executive Director of the Christian County YMCA. It's, well, except for today, getting a little bit nicer outside, so it sounds like more camps are going to be coming up soon. What do you have to share there?
You know, we have our summer day camp for kids ages 5 through 12 coming up, starting on May 27th, and then it'll last the duration of summer. And got a lot of different things planned for them, field trips and fun things like that. And then we've got there's a basketball camp coming up in July, the Allison Curtin Duncan basketball clinic, which is really nice. And that's great to get Allison back and to help provide a basketball clinic. And then we've got, you know, right now we currently have soccer going on. We were talking about that earlier, Reed. There's over 210 kids in our spring soccer program. They play on Saturday mornings. It's a big deal. It's great to see. And we have 2 sessions just because there's so much activity out there. That's kind of the best way to serve everybody. And then one of the big things that we have coming up again is our second year of our Bigfoot boot camp. And they'll be the Water's Edge this year. They'll be heading over to St. Chris a couple of days and kind of walking around in the woods over there, or one of those days. And then we usually head over to Blue Mound and kind of walk over there at the nice outdoor area they have there, which is really nice. And so their goal is to search and hunt for Bigfoot and to look for leads that might put them in the right direction. So it's really exciting. It's a lot of fun. Kids really enjoy it. And I know the staff, Mike and the staff, they really enjoy putting it on.
Bigfoot, true or real? Well, you're going to find out in that program there in the summer. Now, I want to ask about soccer. You said like a little over 200 people. Yep. Is that how does that compare to enrollments in the past?
So it's pretty much on schedule. Our spring program is usually bigger than our fall, because many of the kids are sort of in between programs, and it's great for the Y, and it's good for the kids and parents and grandparents that get to come out on a Saturday morning and watch them play. We usually have games between 8 and noon, and 2 fields out at the YMCA out on the big field. So it's really exciting, and I know parents and grandparents alike enjoy it. We were able to get some bigger goals this year to accommodate our older group, 5th through 8th grade kids. And I think that's really kind of made a difference and helped their growth and their love for the game. So, and that's our goal, just to provide youth sports to folks and let them get that opportunity to decide what they like and what they don't like. But there's not too many people out there that don't enjoy playing or watching soccer.
Yeah, and well, I know that quite well personally. Bruce Blanchard, Executive Director of the Christian County YMCA, has been our guest in this portion of the WTIM Morning Show. Bruce, thank you.
Thanks for having me, Reed.
And thank you for listening here to the WTIM Morning Show on your information station. We'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the show. Have a great day.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville.
96.1 FM Taylorville.
107.5 FM Shelbyville.
107.9 FM